Hello, everybody. I'm jumping on live today. Surprise! This was unplanned. I spent the last couple of days working on a fun kit that I want to offer, and I got it finished. So I thought I would actually jump on live to show you the kit, everything that's included, and all the projects that I made with it. Although these are not the projects that you have to make with it. These are just, I will give you instructions to make all these projects, but you could totally make whatever you want with this. It's a huge kit. There's a lot of product included. And so I just want to kind of just do a quick run through of what's included and just give you some ideas like what you could do with the kit if you don't want to make the projects that I'm going to show you. So I'm just taking a moment to make sure this is up and running. That looks like it is. Looks like I'm good to go. Okay. If you're watching, say hello. And I'll try to keep up with looking at the comments while I'm trying to show you what I've got to show you. So I purchased several of these kits because I just love how much product is included. And let me actually get out the other box first. So the kit will come in this box. So this is what you're gonna get in the mail, is this box, but it's gonna be full of stuff. So let me just open it up and show you. This is called the Make a Memory Scrapbooking Kit, and it's no longer available. So I have enough kits to do 5 of these, and then once those 5 are gone, that's all I have left. So what you get with this kit is this is what comes with the kit. It is this full pack of designer paper, and I don't really want to open it if I don't have to, because you're going to see all the projects, so you'll see all the different designer papers. But there's 12 sheets of 12 by 12 designer paper, plus there's a couple sheets that have all of these borders, and there's a ton of die cuts and sticker sheets and words, and there's 4 by 6, I think they call these, what do they used to call these? Memories and More cards, and it includes the adhesive. So literally everything you need comes in this kit. This is the kit that Stampin' Up! Provided, which is called the Make a Memory Scrapbooking Kit. So what I did is I am adding to this, and I will tell you, I was working on this for a few days, and then one of my favorites to watch, Rhonda Wade, did something similar with this. So it's kind of funny because I had this idea, and then all of a sudden I watched her live, and I was like, wait, that's what I was working on too. And I was kind of like a little stumped on what to include, and so after watching her video, I kind of took some of her suggestions and ran with it. That's what I love about this business, is that everybody's willing to share. And it's like a severe case of flattery when you like what somebody does enough to try to somewhat duplicate it. So I'm going to include, this is what she included, so I'm including it as well. This is our Greetings for All. These are a bunch of different sayings. There's, I believe, 6 different sheets. Yes, there's 6 different sheets. And so when you get to the card part of this kit, you can use any of the words that are included in this pack. And then a pack of muted palette dots. Ironically, I actually, when I watched her video, I had all this stuff on hand. So I was able to put this together. And also a pack of our linen thread. So I want to show you, like, this is what you get. If you purchase the kit from me, this is all the product that comes included. Now I'm going to show you all of the actual projects that are made with the kit. And what I did was I took the instructions and I followed the instructions, and I made all 12 of the layouts that they recommend in the instructions. Now I will tell you this, they've got very detailed instructions for layouts 1, 2, and 3. For the rest of the layouts, they're a little less detailed. So if you purchase the kit from me, I'm going to make sure to give you a little more detail to make it easier for you to duplicate these pages if you want to make the scrapbook pages. So let me just go ahead and run through and just show you first all the different scrapbook pages that this kit makes. And again, like you could add more to these because there's a lot of leftover pieces when you're done. So this is the first page. And what I do when I make my little samples is I just put this little, that's for your photo. Anywhere you see this white box, that's where you're supposed to put a photo. So I just put a little placeholder and it's just barely tacked down so that it can come off when I'm ready to put a photo on there. And for the sticker sheets here, I actually, since this is sticky on the back and you don't want it to stick to this, I use our embossing buddy to basically removes the adhesive from the back, so I can put this on here without it sticking to where the photo will go. So that is the first page. Remember, if you're watching, to say hello. These pages are so fun. Here's the next page. And this one, you've got the 3 photos, and then you can do a bunch of journaling in this little section here. This one says, currently loving life. Hopefully you can see the life. The life is a very light color, but you can see it really well in person. I'm just not sure if you can see it on the camera. Then we've got celebrate. And as I'm going through these, just keep in mind all of these designer pages, designer series paper. If you don't want to make the scrapbook pages, all of this is included. You can make cards out of it. So just kind of keep in mind of what the designer papers look like as we go through. This one says the best smile. It's very pretty. I really love some of these embellishments. This one says this day. Love this paper. You can see one of the Memories and More 4x6 card pack pieces is in the background here. This one says fun together. A couple more of the Memories and More card packs. This one was cut down a little bit. How pretty is this paper? How about a little bike ride? And again, when I'm creating these, because I do sell these later, I don't adhere this part because this is where the photo is going to go. So you want people to be able to stick that photo in there. But I love this little bike. I actually use dimensionals to raise the bike up. Then we have this one that says hello. My photo mat's a little crooked, but that's because it's just barely tacked down. Because eventually if I put a photo on here or if I sell it, somebody's going to remove that to put the photo there. We've got this one here. This is collect memories. This one that says today. Place for journaling up here. And then this one that says these are the moments. I really like this one. And for this one, I actually just left the backing on this sticker until I'm ready to put a picture in here so that this, eventually I'll take the backing off so that you can only see the leaves and not this extra little backing. But all right, so then, like I said, I had been working on making these pages, but trying to figure out how to make cards out of the leftovers. And so I did watch Rhonda's video, and a couple of my cards are inspired by her cards, but I tried to make most of them my own. So I will share. So these are the cards. Let me, actually, to make this easier, I'm gonna close this. So here is the first card that says thinking of you. And this just uses all like leftover pieces from the kit to make the card. And we have this congratulations. This one was inspired by Rhonda. We got sending hugs. This is bright and cheerful. Got thinking of you. I love this background. This is paper. So pretty. And these were so fast and easy to make up. And as you can see, I'm just using the words. You could use any of the words that come in that pack of sayings. So I just kind of randomly picked out which ones I wanted to use, but you could use anything on here. And then I did an I love you card, and on this one, I had an extra heart left over. I couldn't really figure out how to make it work on the page. So I just put it on the inside of the card. And this last one definitely was inspired by Rhonda. I loved her card so much that I just had to duplicate it because look how pretty all those colors are together. So those are the 6 cards and the 12 scrapbook pages. What I want to show you is that even after making all of that, I still have all this leftover stuff. So I still have leftover leaves that I could use on cards, and I have some of the designer paper, like the borders. That's a really pretty border. I've got another tag. I think there might be another one of those, and some more of the 4x6 designer paper. What else do we got here? I just dropped something. This one's fun. This was just a leftover piece as well. So there's a lot left over. You could still make even more than what I've made, but you also could decide not to make anything I made, and honestly, you could just make your own cards because there's no stamping involved. This kit has absolutely no stamping involved. You do not need any supplies other than a paper trimmer and a pair of scissors. Adhesive, as you can see, adhesive is included. You can use your own adhesive if you want, but adhesive is included. And then the paper trimmer, because you'll need to cut your own designer paper. So if you purchase the kit from me, you're going to get the instructions to make the projects that I made. And it'll include the supplies, like for the cards, it will include the supplies like the mats and the card bases and some envelopes. But like I said, you could also just cut up the paper and make your own cards. There's 12 sheets of 12x12 designer series paper included in the kit. So in theory, if you're a math person, a number person like I am, I like to cut 12x12 designer paper. I like to cut into strips of 4, and usually I cut it 4 by 5.5. So you get 6 mats out of 1 sheet. So there's 12 sheets. If you get 6 mats out of it, in theory, you could have 72 mats to use on cards. And that's if you use the full piece for the card front. You could use smaller pieces, and then you could get even more. So you could really make 72 cards using everything in this kit. And there's definitely a lot of words included. I mean, you could have quite a variety. You could just be really creative with it and have lots of fun. Or you can just copy what I did when I give you the instructions on what I did with the kit. So I just wanted to share this because I'm getting ready to send out the newsletter. I only have 5 available because two of the 4 items included in the kit have completely sold out. So they're not available for purchase anymore. So because of that, I'm also offering a really good price on this. I think I calculated it, I don't have it in front of me, but I believe the retail of all the product in this kit is over $68. I was able to purchase a couple of the items from the last chance category, so I was able to get them for like a little bit less than full retail. And because of that, I'm doing this whole kit shipped to you for $45. If you're local and you want to pick this kit up, it would be $40. But I only have 5 available. So I'm going to send out the newsletter in a few minutes. And if you're interested, go ahead and reserve yours by clicking on the link in the newsletter, or you can comment below if you want more information. And I'm just going to really quick go back through. We're just going to do one more quick. I'll show you the cards again. These cards are so pretty. They're just cheerful. They're very cheerful and fun. So those are the cards. And maybe real quick, I'll just go back through and I'll show you all the layouts as well. I'm a visual person, so I like to see things for myself. This is, to me, is much easier to really visualize. So, again, just comment below if you want. If you don't get my newsletter already, comment below that you would like to receive it. Just type newsletter and I'll reach out and get your email address from you. And that newsletter should be going out in hopefully about 15 minutes. So thanks for joining me today, my little impromptu. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.